This is my life. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ku5ogrande, the bad video game tournament. We are just a touch bit behind. I'm not going to run an ad. We're just going to move on. Oh, Justin brought me food. I don't know. Like, it looks like it's probably a burger. I don't know for sure, though. But as I relish this opportunity to have food presented to me, oh my gosh, yeah, food. Let's go ahead and present to you the next GM. We've got Garb, the Glitcherous, coming today to share a beautiful, wonderful, not so very good game. Garb, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Yay. I'm trying to think. You've honestly been doing a lot of games in the tournament so far that are games you got to play for other. I'm trying to think. For Ku5ogrande. I mean, you did Woody the Woodpecker. You did that other game. I can't remember. So what do we have today?
So this won't be one of those. Today we'll be doing Wolverine for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay, Wolverine. Ooh. Here's the deal. I know the X-Men game for the NES, but I'm not sure I know Wolverine that well. Is this...
I'd say...
Yeah.
Well, this game, I think it might be like the sequel. Honestly, I would say that it's better than the X-Men game, but it can still be pretty mean.
I mean, that's not really hard to say, since the X-Men game is probably the biggest piece of crap I've ever touched.
Well, yeah.
Like, I have a hard time thinking of anything that is less understandable or less playable on the NES. I mean, I kind of enjoyed playing it, but it's nuts.
Yeah.
Cool. So, are you a big X-Men fan? Did you read any of the comics, or did you just enjoy the movies?
Oh, well, nah, I don't really know it that well. I just had this game as a little kid, and I honestly kind of enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
I thought it was pretty fun. The music is pretty good, I would say.
Okay.
Generally. It's a Jim, I think, Jeff Fallen game.
So I love the Fallen brothers. They're so good. I think they're brothers. Maybe they're cousins. I don't know. They're the relatives, the Fallen relatives. They're so good. Honestly, you know, it's always exciting to have a game based off of other franchises. They usually end up being pretty bad, but at the same time, sometimes they get a little bit creative with how they actually roll some of the various elements from the franchise into a video game. Honestly, though, I think that a big problem with a lot of these games is that people love the idea of the character's powers, and the powers usually have to be extremely balanced in games, because they're like, you're playing a game, you already feel like a hero. We can't give you more powers. No.
Yeah. In this game, you lose. You can use claws, Wolverine's claws in this game, but you lose health when you do so.
Well, that's just a lovely feature.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, my claws popped out. I'm going to die because I'm not invincible. Like, oh wait, yeah, I'm pretty much invincible.
Yeah.
I'm a freaking Wolverine. Claws for days. I'm made out of metal, partly. Except later on in the series, apparently. Yeah, supposedly, no, I haven't actually read any of the comics and such, but apparently Magneto is like, hey, you got metal in those bones? Well, it's mine now. And Wolverine doesn't particularly like that because he almost dies. I'm sorry I'm spoiling something that's decades old and I don't even know is true. But that's just hearsay. Not gonna hold up in court, everybody. Don't even think about it. Oh, baby. Speaking of our last video game, by the way, of the one that we just had, we're hearing some more of the person's music right now. Good old Ku5ogrande.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the music in Ku5ogrande is actually pretty good. So you like the music in this game coming up, right?
Yeah, it's generally pretty good. A few level things are used, but generally the music is pretty good, I would say.
Okay, gotcha. I'm excited to see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get a small little sample of that music in just half a second here, everybody. Kick back, relax, and think of your happiest place, okay? And this is the music in your happiest place. Oh my gosh, this is a really happy place. I dig this.
Yeah, the music is pretty nice.
Everybody, here is our four-way match. The Moat Man, Nautilekta, Rune Mithria, and At the Violet Hour fighting in order to stay in the tournament. Now, this is a match where only the person who takes first is going to be moving on. The others are struggling to survive. And yeah, this music is, like, for LJN game, this music is solid. So, cheer all of the players on. They are here for our entertainment. We don't know how they're going to do.
Yeah, I decided to give this game. I thought this would probably be one of the better games to give. Like, I don't know, because I enjoyed it as a kid, so I thought it would be good.
Heck yeah. Well, you know, it's always good to be able to experience some of these games when you're younger. Frankly, I think kids are stupid, and it's easier for you to like bad video games when you're a kid than when you grow up. So play games while you're stupid. That's my message here.
I'm still able to enjoy them, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, most of us here are able to enjoy them, yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody remember Ku5ogrande. They have 1 hour to play as much of the game as they can. After that hour, whoever made the most progress at any given point is the victor. We're just waiting for one person to get ready. Apparently they had some strange issue up here with their controller, but hopefully they'll be back in just a second. There we go. Everybody get all of your Wolverine emotes ready. Superheroes, take, stage, and rainbows. And I want you to spam, please spam all of those emotes right now. I'm doing the countdown in Discord. Best of luck to the players. Oh, baby. Bubsy is kind of a hero for some people, I guess. Yeah, there's some rainbows and cats. Cats are kind of Wolverines in disguise. Yeah. Isabel is a hero to me. Okay, Rune started and went right into the pit. And right into the pit again. Oh, no.
At least the checkpoint for the most part is pretty generous. Maybe a little bit too much, though, sometimes.
Alright, don't worry, everybody. I will get things fixed so that they're not as absolutely ugly as you have been seeing so far. Honestly, falling into a pit as your very first action, whatever. You know, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of death in this game. Yeah, what are your thoughts about that? Is this a difficult game?
I'd say that it's generally pretty difficult, and it ramps up significantly later. But I guess we could see it. We'll see how they do. But I'd say it's possible we could see quite a few deaths, and it's pretty easy to die in this game.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And you don't get any iframes either.
Do you get any U frames? Or me frames? Or us? See, I don't want iframes, I want us frames.
If only.
Aw.
Hey, Rune made it past the first level, so she's already at the second level, so that's cool.
Very nice. Don't worry, everybody. I am working on getting things updated or fixed as much as possible, but I can only capture what is on the player's screens, so don't stress too much. Yeah, we've got this second level. You're punching Rocket Man. Now, how many continues do you have in this game? Sorry, if you already said that, but I forget.
You get one continue, but you can also get extra continues by finding free games in certain levels.
Ooh, okay, good. Good, that's always helpful.
Yeah. And the level that Rune, Violet, and Non-Electro are currently on, there is a way to get Havoc, who can regenerate health, and I gave the manual which mentions that is a thing you can do, so we'll see if they end up doing it, but it's honestly really hard to get Havoc, because you have to know that you need to punch to move a platform, and I don't think there's anywhere that really tells you that that's what you need to do. We'll see how they do on that.
Oh yeah. Their Rune is through to the level bonus. Wait. Is the bonus level actually a level where you can die? Is it a bonus level? I'm just confused.
Wait, what? I don't...
It just said, I saw a sign saying level bonus at the end of the Sky stage.
Oh, that's to give you more. That's just the extra points you get for the health remaining in the Berserker meter. It's not a bonus stage.
Okay, it's a lie. Yeah, Cadus, just FYI, yes, Violet Hour's capture is off, and unfortunately, I cannot capture the lower part because they do not have it on their stream.
Cool.
Yeah. So, honestly, it seems like the players are doing pretty well right now, getting through. Let's see.
Yeah. They're doing pretty well, yeah. So I think, like, a lot of people are getting their first game over because it's pretty easy to game over here, but Violet's side's continue left, and he's on the third level, so that's pretty good progress.
Oh no, my friend Sabretooth is here. Dang it. I never liked Sabretooth in the movie. He just... like... I don't know. He just wasn't very impressive. He's like, hey, my name's Sabretooth. Rawr. That's about all I can do. Just rawr at you. Not even that much, just rawr.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Violet Hour is currently on a ninja stage. They really need better posture, these ninjas, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if anyone's tried using, like, the thing.
Possibly not. Okay. Don't worry, everybody. I will get things fixed. We were just having Violet Hour because the meters at the bottom are somewhat important to see the strength as well as Berserk. What is Berserk?
So, like, if you get health, but or destroy enemies without taking damage, you'll fill up the bar sticker meter, and if it gets full, you just start attacking randomly, like as you're on the ground, and you just attack randomly.
Why?
Well,
is that what
just,
Wolverine does? He just kills everything around him?
I guess.
I mean, this sounds like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde level of chaos, you know?
Yeah. Well, the main benefit to it is that you don't take damage when you're in that form, but it does run out after a little bit. So I'd say it's overall positive, a good thing to have, but it can be problematic in certain sections, I would say.
Yeah, does he move left and right? Is there a chance of falling off a platform if you go berserk?
I don't think so, from what I remember. I don't think he actually moves. He just attacks, from what I remember. I could be wrong on that.
Trial by traps. I do want you to know, by the way, it looks like At the Violet Hour did get an extend, get a free game, so he should have an extra continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I don't think there's too much else going on with this game so far. You know, the players are figuring out how to control what to do, what's required to get through some of these areas. The Moat Man having a little bit of buffering, but that's fine. Honestly, At the Violet Hour almost finished that level, but didn't quite get there, and it looked like the Moat Man has gotten through the exit. Moving on to level 4, Trial by Water.
Yay! Yeah, this is pretty good progress. In this level, there is a way to get something that'll increase how much air you have, and I think that might only be useful for this level, but I could be wrong. There could be some more water later, and Moatman also knows about the claws.
By the way,
that's nice.
The company that worked on this was Software Creations Limited, and I know that we've had a few of their games. We've had Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. That was a blast. It looks like they worked on some versions of Double Dragon 3. They did some of the ports of Ghouls and Ghosts, specifically for Commodore 64 and Atari. And I feel like I've played a little bit of those, and those were not okay. The Puznik ports over to Commodore 64. They worked on Silver Surfer, you know. So, honestly, the musicians that they had were amazing. The actual gameplay wasn't quite as good, but some of them were just fine, like Solstice. Absolutely amazing game. Has problems, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this specifically, the music here, done by Jeff Follin. There's a reason why this is so good. I mean, he did the same for Silver Surfer, Indiana Jones as well, apparently. Gauntlet 3, Equinox, Batman Forever. I feel like some... Oh, The Incredible Crash Dummies. There we go. Guard, we figured out why you like Jeff Follin. Because the Crash Dummies.
Well, maybe.
So the same person who did some of the art for this was actually the writer for Call of Duty Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. Did the main story for those. So, I mean, I've never really played any of the Call of Duty games, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that the
really
story
either.
is necessarily the reason you play Call of Duty.
Well,
But
yeah.
honestly, the game looks fairly good. Like, these graphics, I don't think there's anything to complain about.
Yeah.
What is the biggest thing
Graphics are
that
generally pretty good.
you think should be complained about with this game?
So later in the game, there's some stuff that it's pretty hard to predict coming your first time, and you kind of have to do it like trial by error. And also how to get Havoc in this stage. I don't really know if there's any way to really figure out what you need to do with the platform to get Havoc.
Okay.
The manual does say that Havoc is in this level, but it's just hard to figure out how to get him.
Okay, gotcha. I think one thing as well that the players have complained about is the lack of iframes in this game. It's just, there aren't iframes. If you get hit, you're going to get hit and just die extremely quickly.
Yeah.
Now, the main person who designed this video game, Wolverine, also went on to design some of the favorite video games from Rockstar. We've got Vice City Stories, we've got LA Noire, we've got Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, this person did amazing work out there in the world, programmed for tons of different games. Honestly, it's a pretty impressive resume for this guy who designed the game, and I'd say that possibly some of the design might be the roughest part.
Yeah. Oh, this water stage that Nautilect was on before he game overed. The bubbles there can be pretty rude, and the swimming doesn't really work the best.
Oh, this music is too good. Yeah, Moat Man is currently on the swimming level, trying to get past these machine gun guys who just really don't know what they're doing. You know what? If you're going to have a base filled with water and a guy with a machine gun standing somewhere, maybe give him a pal. It would get really lonely, okay?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I did find a review for this game, by the way. The title of the review is, "I want to use his claws to put out my own eyes." Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, they say, "Listen here, bub. Wolverine is the best at what he does, and what he's doing right now is cringing as I review this game." Oh, no. You see, the problem is LJN is not the best at what they do. They published it, but they publish a lot of stuff. And what they tried to do was make a quality video game about one of the most popular comic book characters around. Sadly, they failed miserably and instead created a piece of trash that deserves a quick disembowelment from its supposed hero. Oh, I just love game FAQ reviews because they go so over the top. It's amazing. How do you disembowel an NES cart? Like, I suppose if you unscrew it and take the chip out, that's kind of disemboweling.
I guess. Yeah, game fact reviews are a thing.
Oh, they're so good. Oh.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking right now? Where is the main wall gonna come up for the players?
Stage 5, the level after the swimming level, it can be pretty tricky because it's really long and some of the obstacles there are pretty hard to get by.
Honestly, the swimming level looks a little bit rough. I assume the spinning fans hurt you.
Yeah, they do, and I'd also kind of consider that could also be kind of a wall because the swimming just does not work the best.
Oh, like, it hurts to watch the swimming. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, there are at least some interesting things with the life, because the life bar, each life bar is definitely more than one frame of taking damage. Unlike some other video games that we've seen out there that just destroy you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Rune falling onto the spikes. game over. Luckily, Rune has some continues. I think that the biggest thing for the players right now is that they need to figure out how to make progress and how to maintain progress. You know, it's more important to, you know, go a little bit slow and conserve lives, conserve continues, then use them up right at the beginning. Rune is getting close to the end of the stage. You can jump out of the water. Oh, there we go.
Yay.
The level is completed. Moving on to the same level that Nautilekta and At the Violet Hour are currently on.
Yeah, I'm wondering if any of them will find the thing that gives you more air. And that can be helpful for reaching a life that's in this level. Yeah, the potions restore health.
So do the bubbles give you extra air?
No, they hurt you.
Why? Okay, this is illegal to have a water level where you're swimming, running out of air, and kill you with the bubbles. Like, this is a crime.
Yeah. I don't know why they decided to do that. I guess that's just what they decided to do.
So I did find a little bit of this story because, you know, the story is important when it comes to Marvel video games. And the title of the story is What's Gone Down. Your head is swimming. You open your eyes. Palm trees. You close your fists. Claws intact. Sand. It seems that you've been washed up on a deserted beach. No sign of life anywhere. You stand up unsteadily and brush the sand from your Wolverine costume. You look around. In one direction, water as far as the eyes can see. In the other direction, low-lying shrubs and palm trees. You've only one way to go. Inland. That's the story. You wake up on an island, you brush sand off of your suit, and you go inland.
Wow.
He could have just had a really fun night. A really fun night. It just doesn't remember it the next day, you know?
Yeah.
Violet drowned. Oh, no.
Yeah, luckily he just got a life before that, and at least it didn't respawn him, like, right on the water where... Well, I guess that he might have enough air in that case to get back, but still. I guess it does get a little bit less lenient with respawning at this part.
Oh, geez. Watch out for bubbles. Oh, Violet dying by air.
Honestly, I didn't remember that there was a secret warp in level 4.
Well, if there is a secret warp and people are able to go through it, in general, in the past, we've said that it's whoever makes it to the later stage, and unless it's been banned explicitly before, and it's something that they can stumble across or work to find, then generally we let those fly.
Yeah, we'll just need to... Yeah. I guess that'll just be fair game. Even though I played them a lot, I haven't really looked into the speed runs of this that much, but I think it is a pretty popular speed game.
Honestly, I think that if you know how to play this game well, it would be pretty fun. Like, it's not too fast, it's not too slow. The platforming actually seems fairly reliable. Yes, it's unfair with damage, but that's kind of an exciting thing that, you know, the fun part of a video game is what's hard in this. So it makes you have to plan out your health all throughout.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I found more of the story in the manual. The strange thing is that it has part of the story, and then it has about putting the cart into the NES, and then the next page is story part 2. Called A Weird Welcome. I guess we could call it chapter 2. It's standing there, this monolithic man-made architectural monstrosity. It's right there in the middle of this deserted island. And you're right here. You don't know how you got here or even where here is, but you're here. And there's only one thing to do. Go there. To the structure. You walk up. A sign on the door reads, "Welcome." Yeah, right. Since when has anyone welcomed Wolverine? You figure it's probably another of Magneto's traps, or maybe even the new headquarters of the Brother of Mutant Terrorists that you've heard rumors about, so it probably wouldn't be wise to go alone. But hey, there's no one around to go in with you. So he goes alone. Okay. Yep, there's the story. Then that's all I've got for you. Oh, there are some details about the different areas in here. Apparently, it is Sabretooth who set up the elaborate trap, and you're trying to go kill him, or something.
Oh, yeah.
However, apparently, there are some other Marvel characters, some other X-Men characters who will show up, so, just wait. We may or may not see them. What? There is a page called Wolverine's Life Stuff. I'm not even kidding you. Wolverine's Life Stuff. Yeah, that's helpful. When Wolverine loses all his life force energy, he loses his life. To give Wolverine a chance to restore his energy, call on Havoc. While Havoc is in control, Wolverine will rest and his energy will regenerate. Wolverine starts the game with 3 lives, but by collecting 1-ups, in parentheses, free lives, along the way, you can increase this number. There's so much that I hate about this manual. His favorite food is, you guessed it, burgers. Burgers with the works. Onions, jalapeno peppers, chili sauce, pickles, and cheese. Whenever you see a burger in the vicinity, make sure to grab it. It'll increase your life energy.
Wow.
His favorite drink? Power potion. Gulp down as many of these as you find. Playing Wolverine builds up quite a thirst, and power drinks build up your strength and your berserker level. When all your lives are lost, you have the option to continue the game at the spot where you left off. You start the game with 1 continue option, but you can pick up more by grabbing any free game power-ups you find. To continue, select continue, press the A button.
Yeah, this is a manual for sure.
Yeah, so apparently Havoc is a grad student, and let me just say, Havoc is probably the best name for any grad student out there, because that is 100% your life, just havoc and chaos. Oh my gosh. Who's Jubilee? I've never even heard of Jubilee. Sabretooth, I know you. Magneto, I know you. Hot tips. Your claws make you invincible, but use them sparingly because they quickly drain your energy. I would say that no, they don't make you invincible. They do the opposite of make you invincible. They make you die.
I don't think they cause you to not take damage from what I remember. Maybe I missed.
I mean, the manual claims it does. That could actually be something that you could balance. Where do I need to really not take damage? And I'll pull my claws out and just take a little damage.
Yeah.
Hamburgers and power potions, my favorite food combination. If you're trying to... Oh, go ahead.
The claws only take away health when you use them, like when you do an attack, is how those work. They don't just gradually take away from it. I remember.
The manual also says if you're trying to leap from one spot to another and you continually come up short, use Wolverine's super gymnastic ability to hang over the edge on one foot. What? Can you explain what that means? Is it just you walk to the ledge, and as long as you have one foot on the ledge, like you're just sort of a little bit over the ledge?
Oh, I'm not sure.
My superhuman ability is being able to stand on one foot. Yeah, Wolverine, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly how.
I think it just means get really close to the edge and be willing to have one foot off the ledge in order to make jumps. Because otherwise, you might just not be able to jump far enough. So it's not saying it's pixel perfect. It's just saying get risky. Risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the manual also says enter any and all doors you find and take whatever you can. Once you enter certain doors, you will not be admitted a second time. Yeah. They're just like, the bouncer's like, okay, move on, bubs. Move on, get out of here. Get out of here. We don't want to deal with you. Get out.
Yeah.
If you need to regenerate and you found your fellow X-Men Havoc, this is the time to do it. Let Havoc take over while you regenerate, then exchange places again so as not to use up all of Havoc's every at once. Should be energy, not every. Oh my gosh, okay. If a certain jump seems impossible, try kneeling and punching at the air. It could get things moving for you. What does that mean?
That is how to get the stage 2 platform to move. Yeah, I think that's where the hint is, okay. That's how, like, there's a platform in stage 2 that you need to move to be able to get Havoc, but I didn't think it was explained anywhere, but I think that's what the hint's supposed to be for that.
That is dumb.
Yeah, well, it's at least a little better than there not being any hint for it whatsoever.
Well, why put something in an area that's impossible to get to if you don't have the manual? I mean, to be fair, adventure games did that all the time as sort of a copyright, don't steal this thing. But it's just there to make the game a little bit more playable. I don't know. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Stupid Wolverine.
Also, Violet's on the stage 5, so that's cool.
Nice. I love how at the very end of the manual there's an advertisement for a baseball game, like anybody ever looked at the manual to find what baseball game they want to play. The answer is none of them, by the way, because there is not a good NES baseball game. Hey, at the Violet Hour is on to a toxic land with ninjas. We've seen a little bit of this stage, but why was there radiation on the surface?
I don't know.
Let me take a look. Okay, trial by terror. The thing to fear most here is fear itself. Well, okay, there are some other things to fear as well. That's all. That's all the manual says.
So, what you need to do to kill some of these enemies is you need to punch that skull thing, and that'll make skulls spawn out of it, and those can destroy the enemies.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm having people yell about various baseball games on the NES. Well, the quick answer for everybody asking about that is the fact baseball's just not a good sport. So can't be a good game of baseball. It's impossible.
Yeah, unfortunately, Violet came over there. But still, he has a lead now.
Yeah, that honestly, I think every time that you play through it, you just need to get better and more consistent, and then you'll be able to make progress, you know? We've got half an hour left. I think most of the players are going to want to have a more cautious push. at this point. That way they're able to make some solid progress and say, hey, I made it farther this time than I did the previous time.
Yeah, there's still... I don't think attempts are that long in this game, so there's still probably some time, but yeah. Oh, I noticed Rune must have found the thing that gives you more air, so that's cool. Because I noticed that she has like 45 units of air now instead of 25, so that's cool. I don't remember where exactly it is, but that's nice. Oh, there's an air meter at the bottom right.
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
shows
yeah.
how much.
But what item do you even pick up? Like, I don't see anything in the manual that even talks about being able to get something. It doesn't even list the items. It has a paragraph about hamburgers, but that's about it.
I don't know. I thought that it would be mentioned in the Stage 4 section, but I'm not seeing it there. So I don't know where it mentions that.
Let's see. Okay, he's got adamantium skeleton, subject to animalistic rages. Aren't we all? He uses his powers to protect Earth. Well, duh. Yeah, I can't see anything about it. Whatever, we'll just assume that maybe it's an air hamburger that you collect. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Air hamburger. You know, when they say you're inhaling it, they didn't mean literally.
Yeah. Well, it's a bubble, but it's a friendly bubble.
Wait, it's a bubble?
Well, I mean, I'm just guessing here. I'm just kind of joking around.
If the
I don't know what
collectible
it
is
actually
a bubble, I'm gonna be so mad. Absolutely inexcusable.
Yeah. Oh, I think Rune might be pretty close to the end of this level.
Oh, nice. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah.
Rune is through. Moving on to level 5. Yeah, she's doing pretty good here.
Yeah.
The zombie. Is that zombie Geordie LaForge? Like, it looks like a visor. I think Geordie's dead.
Yeah.
Rune, back to the beginning of the game. Not too surprising, because that's how it goes.
Yeah. Like the really important thing to figure out is that you can use that skeleton thing to spawn skeletons to destroy the enemies, but that can be pretty tricky to figure out just because it's not really intuitive.
Oh, geez, Rune is having a hard time with this jump. Oh, I think just gonna get a game over. That's fine.
Yeah, that's probably best move.
So,
Apparently Rune was pretty close on the warp.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, you know what? Whatever. It's cool if you don't find the warp, as long as you can get through the earlier levels fairly fast. How far does the warp take you?
I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure where it takes. I wasn't really aware of it, honestly, but yeah, I'm figuring that out.
Yeah, well, luckily the players haven't figured out what we didn't figure out. Good.
Yeah.
I love that they just have Bruce Willis as one of the enemies at the bottom of level 1. Like, it seriously looks like Bruce Willis from Die Hard running around. Blue jeans, white tank top, gun. Has to be Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, I've never really been to a live baseball game, so I'll go ahead and say if anybody wants to take me, then let's go. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. I'm not really into that much, but yeah.
I'm okay with sports. I know the rules of most sports. Look, I grew up in Utah. We didn't have anything better to do than essentially sit around and watch the Utah Jazz and other sports.
Well, I know a bit of football and basketball because I was like in the high school band, so I kind of got some experience with those sports from that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't really know them that well. Also, apparently the first stage warp takes you to stage 2, which in that case it may actually not be the best idea to get that warp if you know stage 1 pretty well, because there is a free life in stage 1.
Oh yeah, the free life could, I think definitely could be helpful.
So, Rune, she seems to be trying to get in that door, but she needs to go down and punch on a different platform. I think she was close to getting it.
How dumb. Did you give them the manual, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that information is there for them. Honestly, it's such a cryptic hint, though. I think that it would take a while to figure out. I don't know if anybody is going to manage to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see, 37 minutes into the match. We have seen the stage that Violet is on a few times. Having extra life, though, is definitely going to help here. I'm not sure anybody has made it here with very many lives at all. Oh, zombie Geordie LaForge taking Violet down. Rune getting past Bruce Willis again. Moving on to the next stage. Honestly, Rune has already been to stage 5 before, the one with all the toxic stuff. The Trial of Terror is what it's called.
Yeah. And still 3 lives left, so this could be good.
I love that the first level is called The First Trial. That's helpful. And then we've got Trial by Air, Trial by Traps, Trial by Water, Trial by Terror, Trial by Fire, and then into the Fortress. So I guess there are 6 trials in total. A little less than Hercules, but, you know, still a decent number.
Yeah. I remember when I played this game as a kid, I could make it to, like, the 6th level, but that level, it can be really hard to figure out what to do. Maybe we'll see if the players make it there. Oh, right, these jumps are really precise.
Oh, at the Violet Hour! Oh! Okay, this is illegal. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If anyone figures out the warp in stage 4, that could really be a game changer.
At the Violet Hour was trying to use that one hint in the manual, duck and punch, but that's not the jump the manual's talking about. Still, smart that Violet remembers that. Honestly, I didn't think anybody would.
Yeah.
Oh, people are talking about all the different trials. I was in an opera called Trial by Jury. Gilbert and Sullivan, absolutely amazing. And if you like any of their humor, it's absolutely something that you should check out at some point. The performance that we had was hilarious. I loved it.
Oh, nice.
Violet
Also,
is on 6, Trial by Fire.
Yeah, this is nice. This is good progress.
Oh, well, that's game over. Back to the beginning, but that's fine. Still a really high mark right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the great thing about Trial by Jury is that it's about a guy who got engaged to this woman, and then he decided to break the marriage off, but she had already purchased the wedding dress, and so she wants to sue him to make him marry her. Yeah, it's a fantastic opera, okay? And I feel like Wolverine has gone through that probably at least once or twice.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, on Rune Screen here, this is what happens. Oh, it's like a some kind of remote control thing that gives you more iron.
Wait, what remote control thing now?
Just a remote control thing that Cyclops gives you.
Wait, Cyclops is in this game?
Oh, her name starts with PSY, so it's pronounced. So I thought it was pronounced like Cyclops.
Oh. Psylocke.
Oh, Psylocke. I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, Psylocke, like the Shakespearean character who, I'm not going to talk about much more because it's kind of one of the more problematic Shakespearean plays, Merchant of Venice. Good old Psylocke. Oh, that's Shylock. Whatever. If you don't pronounce the H, then it's close enough. Oh, yeah it... There we go, Moatman, moving on to the next stage, Trial by Water.
Okay.
Like, at this point, Violet Hour appears to be in the lead. Remember, only one person is going to be moving on, so seeing if anybody can pass Violet Hour's high mark is super important.
Yeah.
Trial by Athena? Oh, no. No. Wow,
Aww.
Why would somebody say anything like that? A trial by painting the fence. That's another trial that I could get behind.
Yeah.
So, you know what? When I was young, like, I heard about comic books and such, but honestly, I was really dumb. I thought that comic books meant, like, the Garfield comic books.
Oh.
Which, honestly, we're pretty good as well, but, you know, these comic books that we have here, that like, people actually wanted to read, I just never got into them, and I think that I would enjoy superhero comics quite a bit more today. And I could have loved them when I was a kid as well, but yeah, I'd always go to the library, get the newest Garfield book. I'd often buy them as well from the Scholastic Book Club. And I remember getting away with saying that I read blank number of pages of a Garfield book and counting it for a regular book. My parents said I could.
Well, I mean, comics are totally valid. They're a cool form of media.
Honestly, yeah, but I was a kid who just wanted to laugh. So, I don't think I learned anything from those other than, hey, this cat likes lasagna. Oh my gosh, I always thought that lasagna was going to taste disgusting when I was young. I swear, I didn't even have lasagna until I was 19 or 20.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I was like,
pretty
what have I been missing my entire life? Had lasagna? Oh my gosh.
Did Garfield not sell you on lasagna?
I mean, it just didn't look appetizing to me. It's like this melty cake. And I'm like, I don't want melty cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
And then when I
guess
realized
that's
it's
fair.
essentially spaghetti cake, or, you know, obviously not noodles like spaghetti, but it was definitely very different from what I thought.
Yeah. It's definitely not like a melty cake.
Well, I mean, it is melty, and there are milk products
Well, yeah.
and byproducts,
Yeah.
and possibly tri-products. Oh my gosh, cheesecake is one of those things that actually got ruined in my life, Garb.
Oh no!
Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. I asked somebody to go to a school dance, and in Utah, you never answered somebody just by saying yes or no, and you never asked them just by, you know, asking them up front. You had to do some weird, elaborate scheme. I can't remember what my scheme was, but hers was sneaking this raspberry cheesecake into my car with the answer. And I was like, yeah, and when I say raspberry cheesecake, I mean it was a giant raspberry cheesecake, like the whole thing baked. And I was like, this is so freaking good. I ate all of it. Not in one sitting. It was over a period of time. I ate all of it. And yeah, I couldn't eat cheesecake for about 10 years or so after that. Because I couldn't stand the flavor. Yeah, it ruined me.
Oh.
Now, even now, cheesecake, I feel like after one bite or two, I've had enough. I can't have anymore. But if it's chocolate cheesecake, yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah.
Speaking of cheesecake, actually, this has nothing to do with cheesecake. Violet is back to the hard ninja level. Honestly, Violet has made it pretty dang far in this playthrough, I believe, to the trial by fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Horse meat lasagna. Sorry, chat is talking about some odd things right now, everybody watching. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and write in the comments your thoughts about horse meat lasagna. I don't
Wow.
know. I don't know. You don't really have to, okay? I'm not compelling anybody. Except for the players on the screen playing through Wolverine for the NES. Remember, whoever makes the most progress in 1 hour is going to take the victory. Now, you don't have to hold on to that progress if you get a game over. Whatever. You know, you got your high watermark. And that's all we really care for. At the Violet Hour, moving back to the trial by fire.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he has one continued, but we'll see.
Oh, I hope so. Violet, come on. Oh, oh, well, into the lava. That's less helpful. Yeah, there is another continue. Level 6, we may see a little bit more trial by fire.
Oh, yeah.
The fire
So,
animations
yeah,
are pretty impressive. I gotta be honest here. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the platforms just kind of fall down without any warning. So...
I mean, that's a little bit rude and probably illegal. I imagine that this building is not up to code.
Probably not. Oh,
What? The
that
bait!
hamburger wasn't worth it.
The bait! Oh, that is absolutely unfair.
Oh.
But I think Violet still has a chance of making it back there. I'm interested. I'm seeing Nautilect and Rune are getting close to Waterworld as well. Moatman currently on Waterworld. It still is possible that somebody could pass Violet. This is not a very long game. And if you know where you're going, you can blast through some of these sections relatively quickly. Yeah. Eat the burger, Moatman. Eat it. So I didn't get a burger. I got a chicken sandwich, which is still superior to burgers in most ways, in that my doctor doesn't say don't eat it.
Well, I'd say I prefer chicken sandwiches to burgers, so yeah, that's a fair deal.
Most of the time I do, but occasionally the burger is done just perfectly. I would say that a good burger I would prefer, but if I have no idea how it's gonna be, I will take the chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Ooh, so this is the Moatman's moving back to level 5, so that's cool.
Nice. Yeah, it's exciting to see. Like, all of the players have been making progress throughout this match. Violet Hour has made the most, but it's just been neat to see most of the times that they play, they make a little bit more progress. And Karo Z is saying the Warpless run is only 8 minutes, 19 seconds. Minutes.
Yeah, it's not a long game.
I would say everybody has a chance of making it to where they were before, Violet Hour included.
Yeah.
What? You can punch the skulls in order to fight?
Yeah, that's how you need to safely kill a lot of these enemies.
Oh, just don't walk into the skull.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in this game, it hurts you when it probably shouldn't, honestly.
Like, unless it's a disease skull.
Oh, maybe.
Or, like, maybe it's like Poison Ivy skull, you know?
Okay, well, the manual doesn't really say much about it. It just says there are the things here.
It says it's scary. Scary game. That's pretty much all it says.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you are just tuning in, everybody, we do have 2 more matches coming up after this one. It's been a blast of a game. This is a game that I kind of actually want to play through sometime now that I've seen it.
It's pretty fun, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say that yes, it obviously has problems, but that's not enough to dissuade me from wanting to give it a shot.
Yeah. So for the water, like, after your layer gets to 0, you just gradually lose health, as you see on Rune's sides, but she did at least get a 1-up there.
Yeah, if you get a 1-up, or if you're close to the end, then that's fine. How fast is the drain? Is it like 1 or 2 seconds you're gonna be dead?
Nah, it's like, I'd say like every 3 seconds you lose like 1 full bar of health, something like that. So it's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh! I'm sorry, it was just like on Rune's range, she took a death just because of contact damage and no iframe.
Yeah, this game is rude, okay? Absolutely rude.
Yeah. She might make it back to level 5. Rune.
I really like the base in this, by the way. It's a really good use of, I believe it's a triangle wave. Honestly, a lot of the times I don't even realize that there's music that low, and it just works so well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, NES games were afraid of using bass, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Moat Man is just trying to get back in this. Now that we only have about 4 minutes left, though, I'm not sure there's enough time. Rune kind of having that realization as well. Not going to be catching back. I think Rune is pretty much out of the runnings to move on. Moat Man and Not Electa have to push. I don't think Not Electa can do it either, but Moat Man, in theory, maybe could, because we're moving on to Trial by Water.
Yeah,
Just gotta get through this as quickly as possible. Now is the time to put all of the knowledge that you have to work. Damage boost through things if it's going to slow you down too much. Just try to make some progress. Oh, there we go. Milkman dying, but at the same time getting the next checkpoint that he wanted. Yeah, I think Moatman feels the pressure right now.
Yeah.
Not Electa is on to stage 3. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Violet Hour getting back to stage 5. I think Violet Hour just wants one more try through the Trial by Fire. Now, we've seen how many trolls there are without any warning. It's inexcusable. That should not be done in video games, but it often was, in order to make it quote-unquote difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, Moatman! Taking a death right there, unfortunately struggling a little bit to make this jump. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, Violet Hour is back onto stage 5. Are you going to be able to get through a significant amount of this? Are you going to get a game over? I don't know. Ooh, Violet Hour dying on the skull. That is a game over, but luckily there's a continue. 2 minutes left, and Moatman is getting close to the end of stage 4. It's theoretically possible. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, well, if Moatman finds the thing, like the hidden warp, then it's possible, but I don't see that really happening. It could, though, I guess.
That is a game over, though. Oh, luckily it doesn't start you at the beginning of the level. It starts you at the last checkpoint.
Yeah.
A little bit nicer than a lot of games.
Yeah.
Huh. Escorian is saying you can't beat stage 5 in 1 minute. I think Escorian is probably right. The clock is ticking. All of the players have put forth a good effort. Violet Hour might actually get to see stage 6 again.
I think he's pretty close to the end of this level.
Yeah, Moatman is right there, but oh, the bubble! Has anybody used claws at all? I don't recall anybody using claws. I don't know.
I've seen them have it selected, but I don't know if they've used them much.
Okay, we've got Trial by Fire for Violet Hour, Moatman on Trial by Terror. There's just not enough time.
So, Violet made it to, like, the Troll Burger, so if he can make it farther than that, that'll be farther than the last.
Yeah! Troll Burger! Oh.
And
why would you do something like that? Why? That's so illegal. Okay, absolutely illegal. Banned on everywhere. Everybody, do not grab the Troll Burger because it will destroy you. Speaking of being destroyed, so is time. We are through. Wow. What a video game. Wolverine definitely was not a piece of cake. Extremely difficult, but I think it looks pretty enjoyable to play. Violet Hour definitely takes the victory here. Moatman, Nautilactor, and Rune, it's a little bit difficult for me to say between them. Honestly, the most important thing was to take first so that you could move on to the bracket, and Violet Hour did that. Fantastic. Yeah, Garb, what are your thoughts about how they did?
I thought they did pretty well. There's a lot of stuff in this game that can be frustrating and hard to figure out, and making it stage 6 is really good. And I was also impressed by how close Rune was to figuring out how to get Havoc in stage 2. She just didn't press the like do the thing in the correct place to get the platform to move. Was the only thing.
Yeah, well, it's such a stupid thing that you have to do. Honestly, I'm not surprised nobody discovered that. But it looks like we do have Violet Hour here. Hello there, and congratulations for your victory.
Thank you. Hold on here.
All right, I'm holding.
Having audio issues.
It happens to all of us. Ah, well, cool. I think that is pretty dang fantastic how you did. Honestly, you were the only one to see the trial by fire and all the lovely little trolls that go along with that. Great job making it there.
Thank you. That fire level, I'm not sure I'll ever beat that one.
It's a little bit rude.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, to the degree that I'd say it's inexcusable.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of these levels, like, the only way to get through them is to just, like, blast through them and just accept you're going to take damage, which is even worse because this game has no iframes. I don't know if you guys mentioned that on the street, but no iframes.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty rude.
Yes, to say the least.
Yeah, with having no ice creams as well as pickups not being extremely common, as far as I could see, you definitely couldn't depend on any drops from enemies, and health generally was set in specific places. It's extremely rude.
Yes. Like I said, that's a nice way to play it. Although I kind of like this game. I don't know. I mean,
oh yeah.
If it had iframes, I think it'd be a pretty solid game actually. But that's a real problem.
Honestly, I would be very interested in the speed run of this game. I think that would be fun to play. The platforming looks fairly decent. The combat, the platforming, yeah. There are some trolls, but if you get good at it, it could be really fun.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with both of those. I think the combat is absolutely horrible, mainly because of the iframes thing. Because it's like never a good idea to actually try to kill an enemy because you're always going to take more damage because there's no iframes from getting close to them than you would from just getting shot by them. You know what I mean? But like the platforming's pretty solid. It's pretty tight, responsive.
Oh yeah,
I had fun.
I had a lot of fun too. And honestly, you definitely needed this win to stay in the tournament. You got fourth place your first game, but you took first on this one, so it's always good to feel a comeback like that.
Yeah, no kidding. I was expecting to come in last on both. I've been watching Ku5ogrande for a couple of years. It's always been like a highlight of my weekends when I watch it. And I was like, You know what? I'm not even good at these kind of games, but I'm going to sign up and I'm going to come in last both games, but it's going to be fun. But I was pretty surprised by the outcome today.
Honestly, I got to be honest, because that happens to me. I'm not very good at this stuff, at playing this stuff. But I still have a lot of fun. I'm glad you're able to do that. Anything else you stream over at your channel or that people should know about?
I actually don't really stream. I just kind of watch and lurk and I've streamed a couple times, but I got nothing to promote. I'm just in it to have fun.
Oh, I love it when we have lurkers who start getting involved. It's super exciting. Everybody, by the way, be sure you go and check out the various channels for the various runners that we've had. Some of them do stream regularly. Some of them, like Violet Hour, is just sneaky. Super sneaky. Well, thank you so much, Garb. Thank you for choosing this game. I appreciate it, and hopefully your next match goes just this well.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Take care. Go. Yeah, take care. I said take care. Why are you still in the channel? Well, we're just going to continue on then. Hello, everybody. This is Ku5ogrande, and Violet Hour is just going to be lurking forever. Lurk. That is... Okay, there we go. Oh, I love Ku5ogrande. It's so much fun. I'm going to run a quick ad and be right back with our GM pick, so stay tuned.